What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are headed to Shaw Race Cars. We got about a 13-hour ride ahead of us. We just dropped Nugget off. He's still a little too young for these long road trips, you know, but the old wife's with me. She just downed about 2 ice cream cones from the Dairy Queen, so she's ready to go. She's ready to do some schoolwork while we're on the road. Thankful for her to come, and because I don't know if I'd make it there and back myself in one piece. But we're going out here. We're going to pick up a customer's car. I think it'll be pretty neat to actually get that side everything. So we'll see if we can't get in the Shaw Race Cars shop and show y'all the jig and all that kind of stuff. Show y'all where all these cars come from, which I think is really cool because Mark Martin, I've always been a really big fan of his, and he actually, or Larry Shaw actually, built his race cars when he was starting out, so I think that's really neat. But we'll keep y'all in check and hopefully get y'all shop tour.
I'll show you around up here.
Oh.
So this is kind of our offices again up here.
Okay.
This is our offices, everything, some of our inventory, and then we also got inventory upstairs as well. And our shop lab and stuff like that, where we do all the shop rebuilds and things like that. We do all that upstairs. And then I got y'all some parts and stuff, pieces there, and then we got.
Yeah, I think Kenny needed something.
Yeah, I don't know if he called in anything. It was some food, and then we got like our owner's manuals for the cars and stuff. These, like I said, we got 5 cars out in that trailer out there, so I'm putting together all their stuff for each car. You know, some guys wanted brake lines and different things like that, so we're kind of getting that all together. And then when we do the cars, when they out here's where we actually do the fab work and assembly and stuff like that. They're gonna go ahead and load it together. Get the cars, our tubing and our AFCO stubs and stuff that we use. We do all the fab work out here. When we first built this building here, we did everything in here. We did fab work, assembly and everything, but got to do all that welding done and smoke was just getting everything dirty all the time. So we said, well, we'll just build another building. So my dad built this one. We do all the fab work and stuff out here. So we just come up with the here. I think that was where the organ. So when they come in, our AFCO studs come in over there. This is our jig table that we build the studs on here. And we actually jig our studs from 14 points, all the mounting points, and then also all the body bracing holes, stuff like that, where they come from the factory. Then when they come off there, so these are the body holes here I'm talking about that we jig. Not every series is that critical, but IMCA, they check from there to the ball joint.
Right.
And it has to fall within a certain parameters and stuff like that. And so when they come off there, then it comes over here. We got fixtures to locate the upper A arm mounts, and then we also got fixtures that bolts on to locate motor mounts, trailing arms, and stuff like that. All this stuff here kind of swings up in place to locate trailing arm brackets. And then we do all of our deck bars, fuel cell brackets, bumpers, and stuff like that over there. Another part of the section of the shop over there. Of course, every shop's got that corner, you know, that's just not very pleasing to look at, you know.
Yeah.
I think everybody's got one of those.
That's my whole shop.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. So every once in a while, we got to shut down and work on it. And this right here is I think one of our guys' church got that for their playground or something like that. And he's been over here going to revamp it. I think put some cushions and seats on it for the little kids and stuff to play on. So yeah, that's one of our fastest hot rods right there, I guess you'd say. All of our chassis brackets and stuff like that, all our tabs, different things like this, we have all that built locally. We either outsource it to Intimidator, which builds some stuff for us and bracketry and things like that. Cuts all of our body tabs. So we try to keep everything as local as we can. And, yeah, you do. Look at there we go. 5 chassis, and pallets full of bumpers and fuel cell brackets for everybody.
Oh, wow.
So
Where are these going?
These are going to Las Vegas to that duel in the desert. Yeah, they got a big race out there, so we call all of our customers up on the West Coast to see if they needed a chassis. We can get them delivered for fairly cheap. We last 5-6 years we've taken a trailer or two every year. 2 years ago we took 13 cars out. It was 2 truckloads. So when when the powder coater picks them up, when he gets done with them, he brings them back and drops them off here, and then we start putting whatever stage the guy wants them at. Like I said, I loaded up 5 yesterday, so I cleaned the whole shop out of here, and then we got of course some repairs and stuff going on. 9-inch Ford rear ends for like the sport mods and stuff up north. And then upstairs we have some storage for like fuel cells and bigger things. And then we got our shock lab up there. And then we also got an apartment up there that Jeff stays in a lot of times when he's just pay lab. That's kind of the whole tour of the place, but we can get quite a bit done. We got a small staff. There's probably about 6 of us that run here the whole place, between racers and front office staff and people out here in the shop and stuff like that. Not too bad of a deal.
And this is what my goal is, but obviously I'm building the cars.
Right.
With Ryan being a dealer, we're wanting to partner up
And just work on them and stuff.
and put them together.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, all the
Do
cars
this
out
part
here,
right here, and then you can get them from this stage, and then take off, start putting parts on them.
build the bodies, because y'all build a lot of IMCA stuff.
Yeah.
There's no IMCA around.
Now everything y'all are over is more AMRA, UMP. I mean, I don't know what your model car you got now.
18.
18. Okay. So that's not too far off what we're doing on the newer stuff. We just changed up a few things. The ARM out here has got 2 slots now. This is the traditional of your 18s at. We moved it in to where you've got the option to be able to run a longer arm there, and slow your caster and camber curve down a little bit. These have been elevated up a little higher, and that changes the row center and where the cars are dragging the frame rail light on the right front. With the IMCA stuff.
That's me.
Okay, all right, well,
That's me.
we really see it with IMC because we're not allowed any bump stops or anything to control that.
That's how the sport bike class
So
is.
that helps that, keep it from out of the ground. And then with the long tube headers that we're working with nowadays, it was always a pain in the rear to get the headers on over there. So that one bar we changed, it used to come out and run down to here.
Yep.
We turned it down and then added this bar to put the support back in there. But now it lets us get our headers in and out a lot easier. And then we changed up our pull bar a little bit. It's still in the same mounting point, but we've divorced it from the bottom of the chassis to allow it to flex a little differently. And then Ryan had actually said that they run an issue with these here dragging sometimes, so we've actually moved that whole plate assembly inboard and in now. So we changed that trailing arm stance up, moving it in, and then the left rear shock mount's been moved. It's been lowered for one thing because everybody's having to run shock extensions. But especially if you're getting a lot of droop stuff, like your zero index stuff that requires a little bit more droop.
For like shock behind stuff?
Yeah. So we moved this, instead of being spudded in the rail, we moved it down lower and put a 3-hole racket here and changed that up. Changed the brake floater mount up here. This cage is farther out toward more too. It was straight up, so this is curved out, which gives you, if you get down in the cockpit area, remember your 18 was this way or not, but we put a little bend in it.
I think mine's straight.
It opens all that up and gives you a lot more room in the cockpit. The drivers, once you get in them, there's plenty of room in there. It's just getting in and out. But some of these guys are bigger than others. I mean, you're made small like me. We don't have no issue with it, but you get a big guy in there, and he struggles to get in and out of some of these things, especially when you start putting full containment seats in them and stuff like that. So. But they've been pretty good. We've been pretty successful with all of them, and I think a lot of that is when you don't make big changes every year, you don't get way far behind. You stay pretty consistent. So, we're playing with a few things with Jeff's car right now. That it seems to be hit or miss. He's doing some testing for us, and not really where we want it just yet. So before we start making any changes, but one night is good, one night is not. So we're trying to tweak it a little bit and get it better. Yeah. But let me get your parts together here.
All right.
Y'all might want to.
All right, guys. So we're about to pull out of Shaw Race Cars. Got the car loaded up for Colton. Got a pretty nice little tour. That was pretty neat. Got to see the jig and all that kind of stuff. So we're about to head over to the Mark Mart Museum. Check that out while we're here. And then you know, oh, hungry over here. She's always hungry. We're gonna go get her some mom and pop food. So we're gonna get back on the road and just made it home. It's about noon on Sunday. Just made it to the house. Good God almighty, my truck is dirty. Anyhow, we can go in here and get some showers. We're gonna meet Mom and Dad, pick Nugget back up, and go eat some crazy fire with them. I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and be waiting on the video where we're planning on racing at County Line next weekend with both the modifieds and the Legend car with Caleb driving. And then the following week we'll be headed down to Volusia for the Ruderman Memorial Race. That's going to be a good time. If anybody is down there and willing to help in the pits, it'd be nice because it's just going to be Ryan, myself, and Caleb. So it'd be nice to have a little bit of help in the pits if anybody's local. If you would, make sure you go down in the description and pick yourself up a t-shirt. We'll talk to y'all later.